Hello everybody, if you're new here, come on in. My name is JB the Mentor, better known as the Sniff Agent. And today I would like to introduce my top 10 niche fragrances for new collectors. Now, you're thinking about getting into the fragrance universe, I have 10 fragrances that can help you take that journey. But what I need you to do is stay locked, stay tuned, and we'll be right back with the top 10 fragrances that I believe every new collector should have in their arsenal. Before we get started, there's one thing that you can do. Press that like button, that subscribe button, that bell in the middle, so that when new videos are released, you'll be the first ones to receive them when I start to talk about new bottles of Bang Bang. And now, without further ado, the top 10 niche fragrances that I believe every new fragrance collector should have in their arsenal. So the first fragrance that I'm going to introduce is what I call my everyday sexy. Now this is my signature scent right here. It's by the house of Labo Santal 33. And this is just a creamy sandalwood. I don't need to say more. If you like fragrances that are musky, if you like a fragrance that is truly sensual and that you can wear every day of the year, this is the fragrance that you need to have. Now, most importantly, if you're starting a fragrance collection, you can't go wrong. This must be in your arsenal. This is a staple, and this is also a Mount Rushmore fragrance. This fragrance is unbelievable. Gentlemen, ladies, if you want that fragrance that will make all of the difference in the world in determining how sexy you come off for the day, please pick up this bottle of Santal 33 by the house of Labo. So the second fragrance that every new collector should have in their arsenal is this fragrance right here by the house of Frederic. It's called Musc Ravageur. Now, when we talking degrees of sexiness, it doesn't get any better than this. We're talking vanilla, we're talking cinnamon, and we're talking about a bottle of Bang Bang that is to die for. So once again, if you're looking to start a niche fragrance collection, you need to get this in your arsenal. This Bang Bang here is worth the experience, and trust me, everybody in your circumference will thank you for wearing this fragrance in that moment on that day. Frederic Musc Ravageur. So the third fragrance that you should have in your collection as a new collector is by the house of Louis Vuitton, Ombre Nomade. Now this fragrance right here, this black bottle, is the definition of sensual. We talking musk, we're talking oud, and we're talking rose. And we're talking about a dynamic fragrance. This fragrance, someone can smell. It projects for at least 2 blocks. When you wear this fragrance, statements are made. Actions are executed because this fragrance right here is unbelievable. This is the creme de la creme of what sexiness should be. Once again, the house of Louis Vuitton, and this is Ombre Nomade, and this thing is sexy. And this is a beautiful bottle of Bang Bang. So the fourth bottle you should add to your collection as a new collector is by the house of Parfums de Malle. This one is called Pegasus. And this is also a staple, a classic in the fragrance universe. And if you're talking about amber, sandalwood, and almond, you're talking about this bad boy right here. This thing is extremely seductive, alluring, impactful, and the fragrance that you should have in your collection. But most importantly, do not think about adding fragrances into your collection without picking up this bottle right here, because this is a staple. Once again, if you're thinking about getting into the niche fragrance community, you have to pick up Parfums de Malle Pegasus. because this is the fragrance right here that shows that you're not just a novelist, you're someone that believes in perfection and masterpieces. So the fifth fragrance that you should have in your arsenal of fragrances, if you start in a niche fragrance collection, is by the house of Arturo Parisi's called Buccaneer. And this fragrance is desirable, it's tempting, and it causes arousal. You want a fragrance that is so sexy that when you put it on, you need bodyguards. This is the fragrance right here. This Buccaneer right here is a magnet. It is one of the fragrances that can guarantee you a conversation, that can guarantee you attention, that can guarantee you that no matter where you are, you'll never be alone, because this fragrance right here, it speaks, it grabs, and it pulls people to you. If you're looking for that kind of magnetism, that kind of reach, that kind of sensuality, then this is the fragrance right here to have. This brown sexiness right here is what you need to start a niche fragrance collection. If you're serious about getting into the game of seductive fragrance. So the sixth fragrance that I believe every new fragrance collector should have if you're into niche fragrances is by the house of Roja Dove, and it's the masterpiece. That's right, I said it, the masterpiece. Creation E. This thing is rose, amber, and a whole lot of unbelievable ingredients. When Mr. Roja Dove made this fragrance right here, he tapped into something that is just unimaginable. If you want to smell like Coca-Cola, if you want to smell like this unbelievable licorice, if you want to smell like you're the most important person in that space, this is the bottle to pick up. It's the house of Roja Dove. The fragrance is called Creation E. And if you're looking to be beyond special, exceptional, truly divine, to start a niche fragrance collection, this is a staple that you cannot live without. Creation E by the house of Roja Dove. Need I say any more? Seventh fragrance that you should add to your top 10, Nasomatto is it. It is a staple, it is worldwide recognized, and this is a fragrance that is unbelievable daring. Sensual, you can't even imagine. But let me just say this. When you wear this fragrance, this is cardinal as it gets. This thing right here, imagine a beautiful person or a handsome person walking in all their splendor, and they're naked, and you're looking at their contour, and everything that you see about that person is so sensual, so delectable, so delicious. That is this one. We're talking leather, we're talking something woody, and we're talking dynamite. We're talking you cannot, under any circumstances, believe that you know anything about the niche world if you're not in this house, if you're not wearing this fragrance right here. Once again, this is the house of Nasomatto. This fragrance is called Duro. And if you believe that you should be exploring sensual fragrances that do something for you and all those around you, please be my guest. Investigate this, get your skin on it, get your nose on it, and trust me, it is the experience of a lifetime. The eighth fragrance that you should also have in your collection if you're starting niche fragrances, is by the house of YSL, and it is that boozy leather. It's called Tuxedo, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the fragrance that is formal. This is the fragrance that is elegant. This is the fragrance that is classic. This is a fragrance I wouldn't recommend that you wear every day, but I will say this. If you can pull it off, by all means doing it. If you can pull it off, by all means do it. If when you get up in the morning, you want to reach for this, go on and spray it up. But let me just say this. Fragrances are truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And if you're thinking about collecting niche fragrances, I can't imagine no top 10 or any top 10 without this fragrance right here. This is one of the best fragrances in the whole wide world. I forgot to add that there's a lot of vanilla in this fragrance as well. But the point that I'm making is this. Alluring, sexy, sensual, captivating. You need it, get it, spray it, wear it. And if you do, you will have an amazing experience that comes once in a lifetime from an amazing bottle of juice. This is YSL, and it's called Tuxedo. And if you're wearing this, you're spectacular that particular day. So the 9th fragrance that you should add to your niche fragrance collection if you're just starting out, this one right here should be the poster boy for gourmand fragrances. It's by the house by Killian, and it's simply called Black Phantom. This thing is unbelievable. We're talking chocolate, coffee, and vanilla, and that's all you need. This thing right here is stellar. It puts you in a mood of being frisky. It puts you in a mood of being very sensual. It puts you in a mood of being. This fragrance right here is one of the sexiest. The bottom line, this fragrance right here by the house by Killian, this Black Phantom, is one of the sexiest fragrances anywhere on the planet. And if you believe in sexiness, if you believe in being inviting, if you believe in being seen, then this is the fragrance right here to get. Get your skin on it, get your nose on it. Try it out. But when I tell you this thing right here is what populates the world, this thing populates the world. It's fantastic, and I can't imagine any gourmand lover starting the collection without this one masterpiece right here. And yes, I said it. This is a masterpiece. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. The house by Killian. This is Black Phantom. Final fragrance that I'm going to introduce that you should add to your niche fragrance collection if you're just starting out is what I call the fragrance that is undeniable. When you're wearing this fragrance right here, there is no doubt the statement that you're making. This is Oud for Greatness by Initio Perfumes. And this fragrance is breathtaking, it's to die for, it's to wear. Whenever you believe that you have a moment that you're trying to be so sexy, pick this up. When you're looking to grab her attention, grab his attention, when you're looking to make a statement without making a statement, without being obvious, this is it. You're looking to get into the world of fragrances that are so much more complex, so much more dynamic, so much more oomph. We're talking bang bang that will take you to a whole nother level. We're talking Thanos. We're talking about getting into the universe so deep that you might not be able to get back. When you wear this fragrance right here, you are looking to say something that very few can say. And that is, I'm here, I'm sexy. Do you smell me? I smell so damn good. Simply put, it's that way and it's like that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want the fragrance that should be in everyone's niche fragrance collection, if you have a top 10, it's the house of Initio perfumes. This is oud for greatness, and this thing is beyond great. It is spectacular, spectacular, spectacular. And you should get your nose on it and get your skin on it. Oud for greatness. So that's it. No more theories, no more hypotheses. Get it, wear it, find out what it's like to walk in that universe and to wear fragrances that is so dynamic that you can't believe that a human being can smell that good. My name is JB the Mentor, better known as the Sniff Agent. And as I always say, smelling good is mandatory, so why don't you? Until that next spray, I'll be back. So each and every one of you, stay your sexiest.